Our next stop is New Bedford High School, where we focus on softball this time and legendary coach Harry Lowe. That's next. At New Bedford High School, we have a couple of legends, actually. On the softball side, it's Coach Harry Lowe entering, what'd you say, your 36th year?
37.
37th year of coaching.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
And 18 here at New Bedford High.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Wow. And Harry is one of the winningest coaches in softball here in the state, right? Is your number two?
Number two. Wow. Number two. But that's because I've been around for a long time. I've had a lot of great players, too. So I'm not that foolish, to get too happy about that. We're close to 600, and, that's a good number to go to. How much longer? I don't know. I'm having fun. These girls keep me going every day. So
that was a question I had for you and for John Seed also was, you've retired from teaching. Yes. So what keeps you going?
Be young. These kids keep us young. We out here, we both coach football together. I mean, in fact, football, I've coached 40 years of football. So, I've been around a long time, and John, the same thing. And it keeps us young. I mean, people look at me. I see some of my former players out there, and they always say, Coach Lowe, you look just like you did in 1982, And I say, wow, 82, I was there.
All right.
I said, that's great. Thank you for that.
Last year, you brought up a couple of eighth graders because of the numbers.
Right.
And do you have some of them back with you?
Yeah, we had 5 players at eighth graders last year that played on the varsity. They got varsity time. 2 of them came back for us, this year, and I'm looking for bigger things from them. The eighth graders now, MIAA rule has the eighth graders having to play in the lowest program in your program, in the lowest level. And this year we have like 9 eighth graders in our JV level.
Okay, so they can't come up to play here now?
No, they cannot come up and play with us now. It's just a rule that the MIAA put in, and, I'm not happy with it, but we live with it.
Yeah. What about this year's team? How do you feel? Yeah, obviously last year they got some good innings, I think, right, and some experience.
I'll tell you, we're excited about this year. We were just talking about it before we came down. We're all excited. I don't have that young team for two or 3 years. You hear that saying, trust the process. Well, our process, we had a lot of young kids, a lot of freshmen a couple of years ago, and we went 3-17. And then last year we had eighth graders come in that really helped us, and we went 8-12. Went to the tournament again. We beat Natick in the tournament, and we went to Bridgewater Raynham and only got beat 3-0 there. So, we had a lot of good things happening at the end of the year, and we're excited. We don't have a young team anymore. Even the eighth graders, they're freshmen, but they're not freshmen as far as softball goes because they competed against one of the toughest Division I schedules in the state, and they held their own, and we're excited to play.
When I was getting ready for today, I remember you and I spoke when Buddy Thomas ran those articles about all those stars in the past. Your response to me was, yep, had her.
Yeah, I had quite a few of them, I had quite a few of them from Apponequet in Old Colony and New Bedford, so I was happy to see that, I was really happy to see that.
Well, good luck on the season, and let's meet some of the girls.
Okay.
All right,
thank you.
We have 2 athletes with us that were 8th graders last year on Harry Lowe's team, and now they're here as freshmen, but really it's their second year. Hi, what's your name?
Sydney Ramus.
Sydney, and?
I'm Lillian Gray.
And Lillian is the pitcher for the Whalers, and how was that last year to be up here as a high school varsity player and still in the 8th grade?
It was definitely a difficult challenge for me to overcome. I didn't really expect it to because I had to get used to the hitters and stuff, but it's definitely helped me for the future. Now that I play for the Polar Crush on an 18U level, it definitely prepared me for what it was that summer.
Now you've been in travel ball, right, for a couple of years, so I guess you understand, pitching on Sunday in the championship games, right? Yeah.
It's definitely nerve-wracking, so I think high school season helped me channel those nerves and help me keep myself composed well enough when you got a hit or you just miss a fielder. It helped me keep my posture up and like head up.
Very good. And let's see, what position, you're in the infield, right?
I'm catching this year, but I played second base last year.
Okay, because I remember broadcasting one of the games and I remembered you at infield. So is that going to be a big adjustment for you, or have you played catcher before?
Well, I play catcher for my travel team.
What
And
team
I-
is that?
The Dighton Dirt Dogs.
Okay.
And
I love the names of these teams, the Dirt Dogs and all of that.
And I also played the infield for my travel team. I played shortstop.
What was it like last year for you coming up as an 8th grader?
Well, like Lillian said, it was a challenge, obviously. But like, I think it like helped me prepare for the challenge.
Right.
Like,
The
yeah.
competition.
Yeah.
Right. So you're looking at like possibly 5 years at the varsity level. That's strange, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it will definitely help us with college scouts.
That's right. That's right. Is that something you want to do? You want to play ball?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Yeah. What about you? You want to play college ball?
Yes, I want to go to college and play softball. I'm looking for Division I, but like I'm going to go there for the school. But if softball helps me achieve where my school goes, it's be beneficial. And I love softball, the game. So
Now, I had a chance to broadcast one of your games last year, and I keep hearing numbers being called out by the coaching staff. One of them, I understand, is your dad, right?
yes.
And I'm not going to ask you what they mean. We're not going to. But how many pitches do you have?
I have a screwball, a curve, a change, a fastball. I have a drop ball also, and I have a developing rise ball.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you have to catch all those this year. Have you had a chance to catch Lillian before?
Yeah, we played a game, like a scrimmage the other
Yeah.
day versus Fairhaven.
Was it hard to get used to her motions?
Yeah, like in the beginning of the game. Yeah. I was messing up with the numbers kind of.
Right.
But towards the end of the game, I
Right.
got
These,
better at it.
these two have to get to know each other quickly, all right? Well, I wish you a great season.
Thank you.
All right. Let me ask you a question about playing third base. I can't believe how close you are on some of those plays. I mean, you're playing way up the line, and do you wear a face guard or a hand up or what?
No, I don't wear a face mask. I just
No. Doesn't bother you at all?
no.
No? All right. What about after school? Where do you plan to go?
I plan on attending Bridgewater State and major in physical education.
Oh, great. Okay. And I know you play basketball, and do you do anything else besides basketball and softball?
I also play soccer.
Oh, okay. So do you have a favorite?
Basketball's my favorite, but yeah.
Are you hoping to go out for basketball at
Yeah,
Bridgewater?
or soccer. I don't know yet. So.
All right. So this is just some fun,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Having some fun.
Yep.
In your senior year, any trouble staying focused, do you think, with everything going on?
Honestly, I think this helps me stay focused with all the sports I play, and yeah.
Yeah. How many days left till graduation? Usually there's a countdown. You guys all have it in your head, right?
Like 40-something, 42, 43, something like that.
That's what I heard at Vogue. How about you? Where do you plan to go after New Bedford High?
I'm going to Bridgewater too, and I'm majoring in criminal justice.
Criminal justice. All right. Do you play other sports too?
I play basketball, but I
And-
want to play softball at Bridgewater.
Okay. Very good. Well, I wish you luck, and I hope you have a great season. They actually made it to the tournament last year with their young team. Now let's see what Harry Lowe can do this year and the New Bedford Lady Whalers. Today we come to you from Bishop Stang High School out here on Route 6 and Slocum Road as the Lady Spartans get ready for their season. We are at Bishop Stang, and head coach Nika Pawlowski is here just before a game, so we want to get this done quickly. And Coach, your second year here, are you excited? What did you learn in your first year?
Oh, I'm beyond excited. What I learned, the biggest part that I learned this year is actually learning the girls. I think that's the biggest obstacle is knowing your player and knowing what they're capable of, where they need to be pushed. So with that, I have a lot of returning girls, whether from JV or varsity. So with that, I think knowing them, knowing what they're actually capable of, and knowing how to push them this year has really been the best thing that I've learned.
Tell me a little about yourself. Where are you from? Where did you go to school? Where did you play ball?
I'm originally from Brockton, Massachusetts. I played high school ball there. I went on to play at the University of Maryland at College Park. That's where I played from 2001 to 2005. And from there, I went right into law enforcement.
Oh, really?
I'm not a police officer.
Okay.
All right, but I work in corrections.
How are you set this year? You said you have a number of returning players. How are you for pitching?
So we've got 2 pitchers. So we'll be alternating them. They're both juniors. So I get to have them another year.
And you said you had some girls coming back. So would you call yourself a young team or medium, or are you varsity heavy?
So we've got probably a good mix. A good mix of returning players with a lot of experience, and then a good mix of returning players with just 2 years experience.
Okay.
But they're picking up really quickly. I couldn't ask for more.
Well, you've got your first game here today. I'll get out of your way, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
One of the Lady Spartans is with us. Hi, what's your name?
Cierra Majewski.
Okay, and Sierra, what year are you in?
I'm a senior.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Westport.
Okay, and what position do you play?
Utility, but mainly this year, second and shortstop.
Okay. Do you have a favorite memory of something that might have happened in one of the games in the past, or am I pushing you too much here?
I don't know. I have to say, there's been something special like every year. Like I remember my freshman year, all I did was hit, and then I remember the game that got us into the state tournament. That was big for me. Like as a freshman going on to varsity, it was like very
Wow.
it's crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
And that sticks out to me a lot. That's probably one of my most important games.
So your senior year, what are your plans after Bishop Stang?
I'm attending Barry University in the fall in Miami.
Okay. Are you going to play ball down there, hopefully?
I'm thinking about it, not sure yet.
Okay. What do you hope to study? What are you interested in?
International relations.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. Have a great
you.
season.
Thank you.
All right. What position do you play?
I am a center fielder.
Center fielder. Oh, so you got wheels.
I would say so, yeah.
I used to put some of these teams together. Your center fielder's got to be fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you play other sports here at Stang?
I used to play soccer until my sophomore year.
Okay. What year are you in?
I am a senior.
Okay. What do you hope to do next year?
I am looking to go to Assumption College to study nursing.
Where is Assumption?
Assumption is in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Where are you in the batting order? Do you know?
I am a leadoff.
Lead off?
Leadoff, yep.
Woo! So you got to get on base.
Yep, that's my goal.
Slot runner?
Yep.
Okay, I knew it. All
Yep.
right. Have a great season.
Thank you. You too.
We have yet another senior with us. This is Melissa Antonelli. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. And what position do you play?
I'm first base and right field.
First base and right field. Okay. Have you been on the softball team for all 4 years?
Yeah, I played JV my first 2 years, and then the last 2 years I played varsity.
Okay. So you're about to start your first game of the year. Do you still get jitters?
Oh my God, yeah, I get so nervous for like no reason, but typically after the first inning, I feel good and ready to go.
Do you want the ball hit to you at the beginning of the game to get into it?
Yeah, definitely, just to get it over with, get it ready to go.
All right. So you're a senior, right?
Yes.
What do you plan to do after Stang?
I plan to obviously go to college. I'm not exactly sure where yet, but I definitely want to continue to pursue my softball career in the
great.
future.
Yeah. Are you a senior?
I'm a junior.
Junior. Okay. So you excited about this year?
I'm very excited about this year. I've been waiting for it.
Why so?
Because we got a great group of girls here, and, we're going to have a great season.
And you've got a lot returning, right? So you know each other's strengths and weaknesses?
We do. We're very tight. We're very close. We know a lot about each other. We're going to have a great season.
Where do you bat in the order?
4, I think.
Oh, cleanup
Yes.
hitter.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me do you have any plans yet for after Stang? Have you thought about that?
After Stang, I plan on playing softball in college.
All right. So you just want to stay with this sport?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Do you play in the summer?
Yes, I do.
Who do you play for?
Swansea Extreme.
Excellent. So is that your coach that you're going up against
That
today?
is my coach that I'm going up against
His
today.
name is what?
Don. Yeah.
Don DiBiasio is coaching Old Rochester, but he is the Swansea Extreme coach,
Yep.
right? So he's going to know how to play you, how to...
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe a little.
Maybe you got a few surprises for him?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's her second year, and we hope it's a good one for Coach Nika Pawlowski. And thanks for making some time before a game for us to talk to her and some of her players as well. That's it from Bishop Stang. I'm Pete Braley. Take care. We're at Greater New Bedford Vocational High School, the artificial turf on the softball field. We're about to meet last year's champions and the Coach of the Year, Mark Collins. That's next. here with Mark Collins, who is the head coach of the Greater New Bedford Voc-Tech Bears and the coach of the year, right? Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Right. Full disclosure, Mark and I have known each other for years. We coached softball when our girls were growing up.
Started the Fave and Heat program together.
That's right. We did that first year.
Yes, we did.
So we've gone through those rain delays in Lowell where you try to figure out what are we doing with 12 girls in the rain.
In a hotel and, and all the fun stuff afterwards. And
now you're here, and you've been here for, what year is this?
This is, I believe, my 8th year as head coach, my 12th year being here.
Right.
I started out as assistant.
And you took a team to the championship last year. I asked you this on the phone the other day, but maybe share with our viewers. I asked you, why do you keep doing it? And I thought you had a good answer.
As long as I'm having fun, I'm going to continue. When it's not fun anymore, then it's time to go.
And you just like working with the kids, right?
Love working with the kids. I mean, they're such good, all of them are good kids, and they're fun to be around. The silliness day in and day out with these girls is what's enjoying, and excuse me, the fun of it is being with the kids.
Right. Last year was just a great year for you, of course, winning the Division II, right?
Yes.
Championship. At what point did you get the feeling that this is a special team?
Right around 2/3 of the season last year, I started noticing some things, and my assistant coach and I, Jocelyn Aberray, made some subtle adjustments with the lineup in the field, and then it started gelling. And then once you reach the playoffs, you never know.
Yeah.
You get hot, you get lucky. We got it all, and the girls played some outstanding games during that run. I believe we played 2 extra inning games back-to-back. Beat the number 1 pitcher in state history in 11 innings, which was unbelievable.
Right.
But once we won that game, I thought we had a solid chance of going all the way.
Now, how do you come out this year? How do you get them psyched up to do it again? You've got 3 returning seniors, right?
Yep, 3 returning seniors. I lost 3 seniors last year, starters. So get them focused again. Got to forget about last year. Not forget it, put it aside.
Right. One of those says, I think Bill Belichick says, turn the page, right?
Turn the page, yeah. That's done, that's over. Let's do it again. Oh, let's try to do it again. To do it again is going to be very hard,
You're kind of lucking out with the weather this spring, huh? Compared to what was it, 2 or 3 years ago? This field was covered with snow at this point.
Yes, 2 to 3 years ago it was filled to the infield, to the outfield until April.
Wow.
Yeah, and then last year, where the weather was so bad, we were all in the gym. I didn't even have an infield practice until after my first game.
After the game?
After the first game, when we finally were able to come outside and practice.
Now, for people that have followed softball around the area, Voc-Tech has this turf field. And do you think this gives you a home field advantage?
At times, yes. And the only the advantage I feel we get is the ball travels quicker on the turf.
Okay.
So we know how to react to it. Teams coming in for the first time, ball skits out on them, advantage us.
Right.
But besides that, this is phenomenal. Nobody has this.
You like it?
Oh yeah, I like it a lot. No maintenance.
Why so?
No maintenance.
No maintenance, yeah.
No maintenance. It's easy to play on. It's gorgeous. You know what I mean? If it rains, I've seen this field covered in rain, and a half hour later it's bone dry.
Oh wow.
So the drainage system's awesome. You know what I mean? It's a privilege to have this, and the girls understand it. When you go to other fields, you're like, wow, this is pretty bad, but we're lucky.
Right.
Well,
good luck to you. Who are you looking forward to working with this year? Are you looking for contributions from any key players you want to mention?
Well, the senior leadership, obviously, they're the glue. They're the meat of everything. I got still have some young pitching. What we're hard to say after you win a state title, you're looking for them to grow. We got a couple of sophomores, Sid Souza coming in, Abby Arujo, and we got 2 real good freshmen with Kaylee Catano and Leonard Tassonis. So I try to keep it young, middle, and old all the time, and looking forward to see where these kids can take it.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you, Pete.
All right, take care.
Yep.
So we have 2 of the 3 seniors here with us right now. What is your name?
Peyton Castillo.
Peyton and,
Skylar Barabee.
okay, what year are you a senior?
Yes.
Yeah. So you've played how many years at varsity?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
And you?
4 years.
4 years. So 4-year varsity player. Yep. What was last year like?
Was great. Just I don't even know how to explain it. It's just indescribable, the feeling.
How about you? What do you think?
Honestly, it was definitely a good ride because at the beginning of the year, things were a little like unknown. We didn't know pitching and other stuff like that. And a lot of people had doubts about us. And I think that was like one of the best feelings at the end when it just felt like we overcame. We were like the underdogs. People doubted us and didn't think we were going to go as far as we did. So it just, that feeling.
At what point in the season did you start to think this could really be something?
Probably when we played Middleborough. So when we went
In the
into like
playoffs?
yes, when we went
Right.
through like the long game. Well, actually was Middleborough before
Which
Norton?
one? No,
it was
Norton.
after, right?
Yeah, after.
So probably Norton because of the 11-inning game. It was just a great battle between both teams. So just knowing that we could come out on top for that,
Yeah.
that
What
was probably,
position do you play?
for the tournament I DH'd.
Okay. How about regular season?
Either catcher or outfield.
Nice. And how about you?
I played outfield and first, but this year mainly first base.
Mainly first base?
Yeah.
Yeah. An 11-inning game in the tournament, that must have been so nerve-wracking because I know in the years that I coached with Mr. Collins, when you get into those extra innings, you just, whoever makes a mistake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tough because we battled and battled. Both pitchers threw amazing, like on both sides, and we just went neck and neck with them. We both played clean defense, but it came down to offensive mistakes. Like there was a couple times that they definitely could have scored off of us, but it's just like mental, and we just came out on top and were able to get it done. So.
Tell me about yourself. What are you hoping to do after school?
I'm hoping to go to probably UMass Dartmouth for college, and I'd like to study interior design.
Okay. And how about other sports here at the school? Do you play anything else?
No, I did track sophomore year, but that was it.
That was it? Okay.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you hope to do after?
I'm hoping to go to UMass Dartmouth as well. I got accepted.
Nice.
And I hope to continue my softball career there as well. And I plan on studying civil and environmental engineering there.
Okay.
And softball is the only sport I played. I would be playing field hockey if they had the team, but sadly they don't have it yet.
And what about what favorite subjects do you have here at the school? Do you have any?
I would probably say math. I'm just good with numbers, so
Nice.
it's just
And how
comes
about
easy
you?
to
What are
me.
your favorites?
Yeah, definitely math and the science portion of it because just like she said, numbers are just easy. So we're in architectural drafting together, so it's a lot of numbers, figuring out house dimensions and stuff like that. So.
And sliding in at the last minute, coming in from the trainer's room. Hi, what is your name?
Shaylin Amaral,
And Shaylin, what position do you play on the team?
outfield. I'm a left fielder.
Okay. And how many years have you been varsity?
4.
4. All 4 years.
Yeah.
The other 2 were sharing their thoughts. What about you? Talk about last year and what a wild ride.
It was just an amazing experience. I've never experienced something like that before. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
I really have no words for it because it was just such a great, the atmosphere was amazing. And I feel as a team, collectively, we all put our part in. And it was just a good experience.
Nice. And what do you hope to do after graduation?
I'm going to Suffolk on a softball scholarship. So
Nice.
yeah. And then I'm going to take criminal justice and government.
Excellent. How about you? Do you plan on playing ball when you go to college?
Yeah, I've talked to the coaches over there. They have me on the roster for 2 years, the next
Excellent.
2 years. So.
Are you going out for the team or?
I'd like to try out. I'd have to walk on because I was going to go to Newberry College, but they're closing down this year, so I had to change where I was going.
Right. Have you thought about this being senior year and how you've got to keep that separate from your ball playing, right? If I know Coach Collins, how much of a difficult task is that going to be?
I mean, honestly, senior, like, people say, like, it's easy, and, like, I can definitely agree with that, but there's definitely some stresses that come with it, like prom, graduation, and stuff like that, but that's towards the end of the season, and for me, softball definitely comes before that. Like, if prom and softball lined up and we either had to go to the game or go to prom, I'd definitely be picking the game, so
Right.
I feel like that is, for me personally, is, like, it's not going to be that hard to keep it, you know.
And graduation probably comes so that you have a few more weeks of softball after that, right?
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
for like in playoffs and doing good.
What's your countdown? How many days to graduate? Or till you're done with school?
I believe it's 41 right now, so
Something
They-
like 40.
yeah.
What's that?
So
Something like that. 40.
They always know. They always know exactly how many. Well, have a great season, and who knows where it's going to lead, right?
yeah.
All right. Have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So they turn the page. It's a brand new season, and the Voc Tech Lady Bears about to get underway.